David Horowitz has written a new book. It's entitled A Point in Time. He joins us now from California. Hello, David.
Hello.
What motivated you to write your book the most?
Well, I plan to outlive my enemies. I have reached that point in life where you get to look back and see what it was. So I've written actually two books like this. The other one is called The End of Time. I had a bout with prostate cancer about 10 years ago, and that focused me on my mortality. So this is a book. A point in time refers to all of us, that we're a point, if looked at in the eye of eternity, we're not even an eye blink. And we're all going to disappear. And that presents us with what you might call an existential problem, which is, does it all add up? Is there any sense to all this? And that's what the question that book addresses.
Many people choose not to think about their own mortality because, frankly, it's so depressing. Yet you write about yours. Why?
Well, as I say, I was slammed up against my own mortality. And when that happens, you have to focus on it a bit. It's absolutely right, and that's one of the points in the book, that if you were to go about thinking every minute of every day that you're going to disappear and be forgotten, it would paralyze you. So we live inside stories that have no end. I mean, we say things like, I'll never forget you, which is obviously a lie. We will remember these people forever, or whatever you say, where there's no end point, or you look to the future and as though the future is going to remember this present. So that presents us all with a problem, and we solve that problem in two different ways, which is the real heart of this book, how we solve that problem.
The subtitle of your book reads, The Search for Redemption in This Life and the Next. Does that mean you believe in an afterlife, or is that meant to be symbolic?
Well, those are the alternatives, whether you believe in a redemption in this life or the next. I'm an agnostic, and there are people who can live with the uncertainty of that. But most people will fall into one of two categories. Either you believe that after death there's more existence, and that there's a divinity, and that everything will be made clear. We see through a glass darkly now, but then face to face. Because if you look at life and you look at history, you see the bad are rewarded as much as the good die young.
You suffered a terrible loss when your daughter passed at the young age of 44. How did that change your life and your thought process?
Well, actually, that's the third. I've written 3 books about mortality, and the book about my daughter, A Cracking of the Heart, is one of them. And of course, it affected me. There's a passage in this book about her. But when you lose somebody that you love that much, who's that close to you, you really can't ever forget that everybody here is going to be gone tomorrow, depending on how you define tomorrow. So it had a very powerful impact on me. It's certainly, in many ways, far more than my own cancer.
On to a different subject now. You're a conservative activist and an outspoken opponent of Marxism. Has President Obama swung the country toward the left, in your opinion?
Oh, dramatically. We're in a battle for the survival of this country, and to me, when I look at it, I think the outcome is uncertain. The left, what I will call the neo-communist left, is really the Democratic Party. I mean, there are a few good people left among elected officials or party officials in the Democratic Party, but the vision of that party is socialist, anti-capitalist, anti-individualist, and it's got us on a course that will bankrupt, well, it's already bankrupting our country. Obama is a radical of my generation. He actually comes from the worst part of the 60s. When I was a 60s Marxist, I hated Billy Ayers. I thought he was a shallow, rich kid who was incredibly destructive. But he was Obama's closest political ally in Obama's career before he became a national figure. I don't think Obama cares about this country, and I think he is intent on bankrupting it and in diminishing our military to the point where we're a second-rate power, as he's shown. And he is already the most dangerous president we've had in modern times. He's given the entire Middle East, worse than Jimmy Carter, who gave Iran to the Ayatollahs. But he's now surrendered. The entire Middle East is now in the pocket of the, or about to be in the pocket of the Muslim Brotherhood, including the most important Middle Eastern country, Egypt. So there will be a war there soon. And he's responsible. And that's because he basically despises America and wants us to lose in these global conflicts.
Is American exceptionalism in danger under the Obama administration?
Well, yeah. I mean, we are a unique country. The left under Obama is destroying that uniqueness. The Obamacare is a not even disguised plan to turn this into a socialist country and make everybody a dependent of the state. I mean, we're an odd in history. We are really unique when we have been a nation of individualists, distrustful of government, jealous of our liberty, and the Obamaites are systematically destroying our liberties.
Again, the name of the book, A Point in Time, The Search for Redemption in This Life and Next. David Horowitz, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Newsmax TV.